my loves, and welcome back to another episode. In today's video, I want to teach you how I was able to manifest my husband within 3 months of doing this. Stay tuned. Okay, my loves, so let me give you a little bit of backstory to catch you up to where I am at this particular position that I was in my life. So I had released this relationship, I think this was in 2009. I had gone overseas, lived in London, I worked on a cruise ship in America, I even worked in an obstetrician, gynecologist, in a fertility clinic. I had done all of these different things. I had kind of floated around, was too promiscuous, put on 10 kilos, lost the weight, became eating a whole foods plant-based diet, changed the color of my eyes, made me so much happier. There were so many changes that I had made along the way. I had done everything that I knew within my power, except there was always one thing lingering, and I kind of noticed within my self-talk, I was always so pissed off at him for doing this to me. It's like, how dare you do this to me? And then I kind of got to the point where I was like, no, I allowed him to treat me that way. And when I got to the realization where I was like, no, I co-created that relationship. It just wasn't a one-sided. This was a well, I don't know if you'd call it a partnership looking back. I was in a relationship with this person, and looking back, I allowed him to do the things that he did, which I'm so grateful now looking back. It was a tough lesson, and I'm so glad that I did, because it showed me the contrast of a relationship that I never want, and it showed me possible of it is possible to have everything that you want. Literally, I'm living proof that you can go from a toxic relationship to manifest the partner of your dreams. So the thing that you're probably waiting for is that I started writing a letter to him. I took out my journal. This one says choose happiness. I took a journal and I just did a stream of consciousness, which is literally just writing and writing and writing until your pen doesn't want to write anymore, until there's nothing left for you to say. And I realized that by the end of it, there were 4 pages that I had written. I went back to reread it, and I thought it would be really nasty things like, how dare you do this, blah, 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 blah. In hindsight, it was actually thank you, thank you, thank you. I had so much gratitude for him for everything that he did. He unconsciously taught me the power of standing up for myself, because I allowed him to knock me so far down that I lost the sense of who I was. There were moments in this relationship where things got so horrific. I remember we had this massive fight, and I'm sitting at the back of the door, slamming my head on the back of the door to just release some of the pain that I was feeling. It got really bad. It was just it was an emotionally abusive relationship. And I kind of feel like if I was in there longer, it probably would have got worse. So yeah, I wrote a letter to him, and I was so freaking grateful. And I think I got to the point where I had done so many different things along the way. Change my friends, change my environments, move countries, live on different astrological lines, learn to love myself and nourish my body with vitamins, minerals, high vibrational plant foods, to reading anything I could get my hands on from Louise L. Hay, or anything self-development, the law of attraction, everything. And I got to a point where I was like, I've done everything. Why haven't I found my husband yet? And which was crazy, because I was in a house share in Brisbane, and I had this inkling, and my angels were like, you have to move to the Gold Coast. And I was like, okay, because every time I would go there on the weekends, if I was taking clients out, we would go to the Gold Coast. It would just be my favorite place. I'm like, hey, let's go here. I'm like, okay, cool. And every Saturday I was going there. And then once my lease was up, I packed my stuff, moved there, and I knew, my angels said, what did they say? In July you'll meet your husband. And then when July came, I was like, what? This is not okay. Anyways, there was a lot that happened around that. I knew I was going to meet my husband at this particular time. I kind of had become a vibrational match. Like, I'd done a shit ton of work. I had spent like 7 years becoming a different me. And I was like, every guy that I met, he was better than the next, and he was better than the next. And then there was one that was a huge jump. And then by the time I met my husband, he was like off the flippant scale. So the letter writing technique is huge. You may not be at the stage right now where you are ready to write the letter. You may be thinking about removing different aspects of your life that is toxic for your soul. Maybe you're actually living in this toxic situation right now, and you're like, how the fudge can I get out of this? And it all starts in the mind. It's all about the mind. And that's exactly what I teach in my 8-week coaching program, where I help women heal the emotional pain from their childhood trauma. The first week explicitly talks about reprogramming the subconscious mind. Like 95% of your thoughts on a day-to-day basis come from the subconscious. Where did that come from? It actually was developed in the first 7 years of your life. What? What was happening around that time? Were you growing up in a toxic family situation or a high vibrational loving situation? Because if you were modeled, if the behavior was modeled around you, that you saw your two parents that were in love and were really good at communicating to each other and understood each other's love languages, you probably wouldn't be in a toxic relationship now. The toxic relationship is just a band-aid if we connect the dots going back to be like, this was the event back here in childhood. That's why I specialize in childhood trauma. Like when I did all my market research for my course, I was like, oh my God, all of these women are coming to me going, Mel, I'm in a shit relationship. How do I manifest the man of my dreams? Where is he? Or I don't know. It was just so many people were just like, where is it? Why hasn't it shown up? I'm doing the work. And I'm like, dude, every time you say, where is it? You're literally going in the opposite direction and have to start from scratch. And I got to the point after I had written the letter that actually after that, what happened after? Oh, I went to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii and I met a spiritual teacher. He's Dr. Master Jigon Shah. You can find him on YouTube, or if you're in Hawaii, or you can look at any of the Master Shah centers around the world. There's heaps of them. It's just drshah.com. You'll be able to find it on the internet. And I went to this place and I didn't understand what I was going into. My parents thought it was very cult-ish after what I was explaining, but the energy was so high vibrational, I just couldn't get enough of it. It made me feel so good. Anyways, one of the things that Dr. Master Jigon Shah talks about is the frequency of water being able to heal. And I was like, what the fuck is this dude on about? Like, water can heal your body? Yeah, it's true. Now, water basically is energy, and energy allows you to manifest good things or bad things. Now, there is, what's his name? Dr. Murazo Emoto. He basically studied the molecular structure of water. If any of you have heard of the rice experiment, where there's 3 different jars, one that they say, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. One they just ignore, and the other one say, I love you, I love you, I love you. And to have a look at the contrast, actually I'll show you on the screen right now, to see the contrast of all of these different experiments, it's like you're programming that into your reality. If you're in a toxic relationship, you're not going to grow. If you want to change your life, it's going to be so much more difficult if you want to change your life in that situation. You have to get to the point where you break away, separate yourself from that situation so you have room to breathe. You know, if you're in a situation where you're in a higher vibrational environment where people are supporting you and going, you can do this, you can do this, you're incredible. You know, you are lovable because you exist. Everything that you have ever possibly wanted is literally on its way to you. Believe it, trust it, and it will appear. Like miracles are possible. Miracles happen in everyday life. It's not just something that you read about in the Bible. It happens in everyday life. You can have your miracle too. You have to be very intentional about the environment in which you're keeping. Anyways, long story short about the water. When I was there, Dr. Master Shah has these stickers that he puts onto water bottles. Now, I was really the only young person there. Everyone else was like going for a new heart, a new lung, a new kidney, all of this kind of stuff. I went up to ask for a new heart, and everyone kind of looked at me like, oh, wow, like no one asked for a new, no, not a heart, asked for true love. They're the different stickers. Anyway, so he blesses this water and then you drink from it, and it sounds really, really culty as I'm saying this right now. But I really started studying it. But what I did, it wasn't about the stickers at all that he tells you to buy and all of that kind of stuff. It was about setting intentions into your water. You know, your body is 60 to 70% pure water. So how many times do you drink cups of tea or drink water a day? You know, every time I filled up my water bottle, I would set my intention for about a minute and I would just focus on it. And I'm like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm in a conscious relationship with the man of my dreams. It is effortless. It is incredible. It is everything that I have always wanted. Everything I've ever wanted is literally coming to me. All is well. And I would say this every single time I filled up my water, which was like multiple times a day. And I drink a lot of tea. So I was setting the intentions into the water. I was drinking the water and feeling the vibration of this high, pure, positive energy. Like if you look at the emotional guidance scale right here, I was looking up the top at the frequency of love, joy, and freedom. You know, I was drinking that, which in turn made me feel so good, which was incredible. Anyways, another thing that I did is I started feng shuiing my bedroom. I was like, okay, if the man of my dreams is about to walk through my front door, I need to get my bedroom in order, you know? So I started acting as if I'm in a relationship. I made sure I had a beautiful headboard, make sure that it was made from wood, but also some material over it to cushion it. I made sure I had 2 matching bedside tables, 2 lamps, very neutral colors, not too masculine, not too feminine. I basically made the room inviting. I made space in my cupboard for him to move in. Like I changed so much stuff. Like thinking back now, anyone would have thought I was absolutely off my flippin' rocket, but it worked. And it's crazy because he actually, when I came back from Hawaii, maybe it was like 2 weeks after I got back from Hawaii, no, it would have been 3 months because it took me 3 months to find him, or maybe it was 2. I really can't remember. It was like almost 4 years ago now, or 4.5 years ago. And he walked through my front door, not even joking, walked through my front door. And I was like, oh God, you can't fall in love with housemates. Done that before. Can't do that again. It was absolutely crazy. And yeah. And next week or the week after, we celebrate our first year of marriage. Like, what? It's absolutely crazy. So I wanted to share this story with you today to let you know, no matter where you are in your journey to manifesting this partner of your dreams, or even building upon your life or the relationship with yourself, it's possible to change where you're at. And if you can envision what you want, you can set your intentions, start creating your space to allow it to happen. It's like acting as if you've got what you want before it happens. Oh, the other thing that I used to do is every morning I would wake up, I would roll over to my partner and say, "Good morning, sunshine." And then eventually when he moved in, I was able to say that, and it kind of made me go, holy shit, like, I can't believe this is real, but I already know how it feels because I felt the emotions associated with it before you're even here. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So that's my little story for you. I hope you enjoyed that one. All right, let me pull a card for you depending on, hold on, let me just get my deck. Depending on where you are. So these are the Light Seers Tarot deck. This is my brand new deck from Chris Ant. Love it. I've linked it in the description. If you want it, you can find it on Amazon. But let me just see, what do you need to know? Do my MK Love fam need to know? Oh, first one, 4 of Wands. So with this one here, it's basically like a celebration. Celebrate where you are right now. You may not be in the relationship of your dreams just yet, you know, but you need to celebrate that everything that you have been through right now is literally a blessing in disguise. Let's see if we can get some more clarity. What else do you need to know? What do my MKL fam need to know, angels? Oh, one card. There we go. Oh! The moon card, which is healing the shadow aspects of yourself. This is literally facing the darkness. So I kind of feel like it's in the light and shadow, two aspects. So it's like celebrating where you're at and being so happy and grateful for your present situation. Because if you don't love, if you're not grateful for where you're at, no matter how toxic it is, be grateful that you're alive. Let's just start there. Be grateful you have a roof over your head. You have food in your fridge. Start small, you know? And then the shadow aspect is healing. So we just had the new moon. So when the moon is bright and illuminating at night, that is the perfect time to release anything that doesn't serve you. I'll link for you on the end card a full moon releasing ritual. You can do that really at any time. It's more supercharged during the time of the full moon. So this is releasing what doesn't serve you. What does that mean as soon as I say that? Does that literally mean you are ending a relationship? Does that literally mean that you are making space for somebody in your room? Is this literally making space for somebody in your heart? What does that look like for you? Think about that, because that's what your mission for today is. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to help to reprogram your subconscious mind. How am I going to do that? Repetition and hypnosis. AKA, what the flip does that mean, Mel? I'm going to do a little power affirmations for you, and I'm going to loop it. The reason I'm going to loop it is it's going to start to sink into your subconscious mind. That's where all the magic happens. Let me give you another tip. If you listen to it at nighttime as you go to sleep, that's a game changer. That's what I teach in my coaching program. Oh gosh, I just dropped all the cards. And the club is jumping. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye to you now and say thank you so much for being here. Wherever you are, surrender to the process. If you need help, literally, if you need help, check the link in the description. It's melaniekatelove.com/free training. I've got a 20-minute video to help you heal your emotional pain from your childhood trauma. If you're actually really serious about jumping in my one-on-one online coaching program, that link will lead you to it. So have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I hope you enjoy. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel love. I am lovable because I exist. I am in a high vibrational, conscious, romantic relationship with the partner of my dreams. This person treats me like a queen. I feel equal. They understand my love languages. It feels truly, truly amazing. I feel so happy and grateful every single day that I get to wake up next to this beautiful soul. Dreams really do come true. I am so happy and grateful now that I make my self-love practices a daily priority. I flippin' love that I put myself first, as this allows me to take good care of myself and others. I'm so happy and grateful now that I feel true unconditional love. This is a limitless love, and it feels amazing to be surrounded by this energy. Everything truly is working out for me.